I'm Dan Salzer of Plymouth State Broadcasting, and I'm joined once again by Plymouth State men's ice hockey head coach Craig Russell. Coach, as always, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.
Kind of an up and down fall semester from the team standpoint, but 8-3-1 overall, you've got to be happy with 5-1, tied for first place in the MASCAC. Do you feel it's kind of a good start for the program so far this season, or are there still a lot of things to progress through?
We definitely have a lot to move through. We're a very young team still. I mean, with only 2 seniors, there's still a lot of growth that needs to happen with this team to get to where we want to be. 8-3-1 is a good record. I'm not pleased with the 3 losses that we've had, other than the Trinity game, which honestly could have gone either way at a 2-1 loss on the road. That one's fine. I can swallow that one. But the 2 losses in the tie, the other 2 losses in the tie are not what we needed. Those games were winnable games, and we played poor games in all 3 of them. So we need to be better. We need to be more consistent. And now that our freshmen have the experience of the first semester behind them, you know, they're no longer freshmen. They need to start stepping up and carrying some load.
Scoring's definitely picked up over the last month of the fall semester, sitting 4th overall in the conference in total offense, but your special teams has improved, sitting at number 1, 29.1%. Really, what's changed in the scoring over the second part of that first semester?
I think we need more 5-on-5 scoring. We talked about that at a couple of points in the first semester as a team, and we picked it up for a week at a time, week and a half at a time, and then it would kind of go south. But I mean, our special teams have been very good, both sides of it, the penalty kill and power play. I mean, a year ago today, the power play was, I think, 70th in the country, and now we're in the top 5 in the country. So. That's been a good change to have that. Less is more with our 2 units. They've just got to start shooting pucks and make penalty kills uncomfortable. And really, our penalty kill has been successful because our goaltenders are seasoned now. Both of them, all 3 of them really, because Andreas Pettersson played well on the penalty kill in his game. But they didn't know what to expect last year. So coming into this season, they were a lot more experienced from last year, and your goalie has to be your best penalty killer, and they have been just about every night. They've been right there for us to shut the door.
We got a big weekend ahead to start 2018. You got non-conference against Wentworth here tonight, but Worcester State tomorrow night in conference play. How do you prepare the team for 2 really different games back to back?
We haven't talked about the Worcester game at this point, to be honest. It's all about the Wentworth game tonight. We do need to do a couple of things as far as our outlets and our exits go, our zone exits go, for both games. I did allude to it in one conversation that Worcester puts a lot of pressure on the boards on our wingers, so we have to find other options for our breakout. But that's the only type of conversation we've had about the Worcester game. It's really all about tonight and playing against Wentworth, who's a very good team, even though their results don't show it. I mean, they play their last 4 games before break were really good games. They tied Salve twice, and Salve just beat UMass Boston and Adrian. So I watched both of those games, and they were right there with Salve. So Wentworth is definitely capable of being a very good team. Their record just doesn't show it at this point. So we're not playing against their record. We're playing against Wentworth. And it's early in the semester for both of us. So hopefully we can play our game and play simple and just not beat ourselves.
It's been a couple of years since you've played Wentworth over the holiday break and winter break. Is there any dynamics you can take away from the previous games that you can use here tonight?
Not really. They were really young the last time we played them. They had a ton of freshmen. They had a new coach, so there was a lot of turnover there. And he's done a great job with the program and started to move them in the right direction. So I would expect them to be a very good team and a well-coached team.
Well, Coach, thank you for joining us. Best of luck tonight and also this weekend.
All right. Thanks for having me, Dan. Appreciate it.